finding out for the first time the phrase, you can make plans, but the Lord makes other plans. Well, back in the middle 60s, there was a string of years we had parties like during Christmas week and New Year's week. And my mother had her side of the family over. She had two brothers that had 5 kids. And my cousin, who was a couple years younger than me, he was like really trying, he was busting his father's balls the whole time, coming over to my house saying, Dad, I want to sleep over, I want to hang out with Frankie, and I want to, please let me do it. And his father would say, no, there's not a chance. If you keep asking me, we're going to turn around. So they came over, and we lived in South Ozone Park, Queens, and it was like a cold, damp day. So we were downstairs in the basement, and the basement had like 4 windows, and they were kind of small, and my mother was a seamstress, and she put these heavy curtains to keep the heat in, and you really couldn't see out of them. So we all sat down there, and we had dinner, and then we had coffee and cake, and then we started playing cards, and my cousin started it again. You know, he wanted to sleep over, and my uncle like almost flew off the hook, man. He was like, "That's it, we're gonna leave," and then he goes, "Okay, I won't say it no more. I won't ask." And then he comes up to me, my cousin. He goes, "Let's talk to your mother, see if she can persuade my dad." And I was like, "Okay, let's go ask her." So we went over to my mom and we asked her, and we asked her, "Can you please talk to your brother so he can sleep over?" And my mother, I remember her telling me, saying, "No, I'm not gonna go over my brother's head, but you know what you can do?" And we were like, "Wow, what can we do?" And she goes, "What you can do is say a prayer to the Lord, and maybe my brother would change his mind." And my cousin was like, "No, he ain't gonna change his mind." He was really upset. So after that, we sat down, because after we had dinner and we had the coffee and everything, we started playing cards, and then we found out that there was going to be this horror picture on TV. It was, I don't remember too much, but I think it was It. It was like one of the first alien movies with Sigourney Weaver, so it was pretty scary. I was scared to watch it, but I figured I'm safe. All my family's here. What can happen to me? But my cousin, he was like really scared when he came on, so he went upstairs. So we watched the movie, and then when the movie was over, right after the movie was over, I heard my cousin coming down the stairs. It was a straight flight of stairs with it was wood with no rug on it. So when he came down, he was really loud, and he came down screaming at the top of his lungs, hey Frankie, there's a wizard outside." So we all looked at each other, and I remember my father saying, "Well, they said there might be snow." So a few of us ran upstairs, and we went to the bay window, and sure enough, there was like 3 or 4 inches of snow, and it was a total whiteout. So we went back, went downstairs, and my one uncle said I should leave soon, or I'm going to be stuck here, because he only lived like a town over. But my cousin, he lived like far. They never would have made it, so they didn't take a chance, so they just started to sleep over. So anyway, my cousin was happy, I was happy, because we were going to hang out, plus there was snow, a lot of snow, so we knew we were going to have a good time the next day. So later on, we went to bed that night. When my mother tucked us in, she was like, "You see, boys?" As she was walking out the door to the bedroom, she's like, "You see?" Then she turned around, and we looked at her, and she looked at us, and I said, "What is it, Mom?" And she just put a smile on her face looking at us. And she goes, "You see, boys, you can make plans, but the Lord can make other plans."